I like Kirby. Let's talk about Kirby. What's your favorite Kirby game? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll give you like 5 seconds. Go. Had enough time to talk about it? Well, you're wrong. The best Kirby game is actually Kirby the Amazing Mirror, and I'm going to talk about why I'm factually correct on this statement and why everyone else is completely wrong. Now, for those of you who need a brief history on this game, go to Wikipedia and look up the Vietnam War and start reading. If you don't have that much time, well, the game was made by Flagship, and it's the only game that Flagship ever made, so it was a single lightning in a bottle that killed an entire team. The plot of Kirby the Amazing Mirror is very deep and has a lot of plot points, but it can be essentially summarized down to there are 4 of you, go get the pizza slices. And there's some pretty hard pizza slices to get back, so hard that there are 8 entire adversaries that you have to conquer in order to get the pizza slices. Once all of these monsters have been vanquished and the pizza has been reformed into one, you'll be able to go through the mirror that is in the title of the game and face off against Papa John. This plot is definitely a lot deeper than a lot of other Kirby games, with the inclusion of Papa John and a lot of the whole theming in the whole thing. I really do recommend you do some reading up on the lore itself. I'm not going to get too much into detail. This is just me gushing about how much I love this game. By the way, I was lying. I really like the world in Kirby the Amazing Mirror, and I also really like the copy abilities. You see, this game is a Metroidvania, and it's a Kirby take on a Metroidvania, so there aren't really any power-ups or anything to speak of, because it's Kirby. He has basically all the powers he needs, except for the copy abilities that give him new powers, which is where copy abilities come in that will give him powers necessary in order to find new rooms, in order to get more collectibles and get access to more parts of the map. I'm well aware that other games do this with accessing other rooms to get collectibles, but that's just for collectibles, and that's just going off the path and then grabbing a thing and then continuing doing what you want. This opens entirely new areas that you can go. I really like this, and I wish there were more Kirby games that did this. Though there are some problems with how the world is structured with Onion Ocean and Candy Constellation, 2 worlds that I have a problem with because of how you find them. The Onion Ocean can only be accessed if you're in Cabbage Cavern and you escape the normal path that you would mostly be exploring, which is this 8 shape here. You have to go off of the beaten path and keep going right until you enter Onion Ocean, and I'm not really a big fan of this, but whatever. That's how you get access to the button. Whatever. You'll have a gate to take you there, and it'll fast travel, because Candy Constellation isn't as hard to find. You just have to go over to Moonlight Mansion at this specific part and fly up, and then you'll be at the pathway to go into Candy Constellation. That itself isn't that big of a problem. The main problem for that is the map is sort of a maze until you go through one specific doorway. And that's a bit of a problem with some of the world areas, is that you have to go in a very specific path in order to get to the bosses and everything, since they're all easily accessible. So it can be a little confusing and maze-like, but it's fine overall. And the copy abilities are also pretty good, and actually probably my favorite array of copy abilities, since they're all necessary and you will use all of the copy abilities in the game at least once for any situation, whether that being trying to get to the next boss, or trying to get all of the collectibles, and I really recommend trying to get all the collectibles because that is a very fun part of the game. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Right now, I want to talk about the copy abilities themselves and rank them. And this is the ranking, and I don't think I need any elaboration. Alright, let's get on to the collectibles. Now, normally in Kirby games, collectibles are usually a sort of currency to allow you to unlock more game modes and some extra stuffs. Kirby the Amazing Mirror doesn't have any of that. It instead has a few tracks to let you listen to some of the music, and it also extra lives and also spray paints, which is one of my main driving forces to playing this game, because spray paints are really fun to collect, and it's really fun to see all the spray paints in the main menu, and I just really like checking them all out. And also, they're the core exploration part of it. You could grab all the maps and stuff, but you're mostly going to be playing the game looking for spray paints. And the spray paints also do look pretty good, at least some of them do. Others, but anyway, I really like spray paints, and they're really, really cool. I just bring this up because we all know that Wispy Woods isn't in this game. It's just a giant wall now. He's been replaced with a wall. That's a little bit surprising. But you know what? I think I like it this way. I think I like it that Wispy Woods hasn't made his mark on this game, because that really makes it stand out from the crowd and makes it something truly special. Also, there is one boss that is one of the most unique boss fights in any Kirby game, where instead of attacking him directly, you have to knock him into an electric wall on both sides. I really like this, and I really wish the AI knew how to do this. It would make the fight a lot easier. The punches are hard to obtain stars from. It's a little bit annoying, but whatever. Overall, I don't have too many opinions about the rest of the bosses. I mean, they're cool. I like Dark Meta Knight, but that's all I really have to say. I don't have too much to talk about, so... Though I do really, really like the Papa John fight, and how he teleports you to a new area where you can heal up a little bit throughout the fight. I like it. It's fun. It makes the fight much easier, but I don't really care. It's a fun time. And then you fight Giant Eye Papa John, and it's cool. He has a cool eyeball. It's visually cool to look at. The background is cool. And then you end up doing a shoot 'em up section at the end, and yeah, I like it. We are now at the end of the video. I couldn't really go on much longer on a structured video. I could talk more if I was playing the game and talking about it while playing it, but I don't know. Originally, I wanted to have 8 parts to mirror the 8 shards that you get in the 8 areas that are in the game. I couldn't do that, and I don't think I could do that unless I had someone else helping me out with this video making, but whatever, I don't really care all too much. I just wanted to talk about a game that I really liked, and that I think is the best Kirby game because of how it's structured and how it plays out. I genuinely think this is the best Kirby game in the series. The story doesn't really matter too much to me. I just think that the gameplay and exploration matters a lot, and I like it a lot. So yeah, Kirby the Amazing Mirror is the best Kirby game, and now this video is over.